Hello, everyone. My name is Autumn Murdock, and today we are going to be understanding Arizona's English Learner Programs, aka EL for abbreviation. You will often see me use that abbreviation throughout this presentation. It is a professional development for teachers, a guide to supporting English learners in Arizona classrooms. This session will provide an overview of Arizona's EL programs, including definitions, instructional approaches, assessment procedures, and more. Let's explore the key topics that will help us better support English learners or EL students in our classrooms today. So, moving forward, um, the definition, okay, in Arizona, an English learner or EL is a student whose primary language is something other than English and who has not yet reached full proficiency in English. These students are still basically developing their English language skills and require additional support to succeed in academic settings. Arizona identifies ELs based on their English proficiency levels, ensuring they receive the appropriate services to help them succeed academically, I guess, while they work on their language development. Moving on, as you can see, Arizona has a diverse population of over 250,000 English learners. The most common home languages spoken by these students are Spanish, Navajo, or Somali. Um, this diversity reflects the state's unique blend of cultures, and languages. And as the number of bilingual families grows, so does the need for culturally responsible or responsive teaching practices. Understanding the cultural backgrounds of ELs is key to creating an inclusive and effective learning environment. So, moving on to structured English immersion or SEI for abbreviated purposes is the primary approach Arizona uses to teach English learners. SEI emphasizes rapid language development while also teaching academic content. This method ensures that students acquire English quickly, enabling them to participate in general education classes. Unlike sheltered English instruction, which adapts content to the student's current proficiency level, SEI actually focuses on immersion in English through structured activities and standardized curricula, promoting both language and academic learning. So, some of Arizona's language development approach is built on four key principles. The first one is high expectations for all students. Basically, all students, including EL, are held basically to a high academic standard. The next one is rigorous content. Students are taught challenging academic content while developing their English skills. The next one is integrated language development. English learner development is integrated into all subject areas to ensure students acquire language skills across the curriculum. The final one of the four is cultural support. Teachers create an inclusive environment that values student cultural backgrounds, ensuring that ELs feels respected and supported in their learning journey, which is really good. Moving on to student agency, it refers to the ability of students to take an active role in their own learning. For English learners, fostering a sense of agency is crucial for building self confidence and independence. When English learners feel they have a voice in their learning and are encouraged to make choices about their education, they tend to become more motivated and engaged. Supporting their self determination helps them to take ownership of their progress and succeed both academically and socially. Arizona provides various structured English immersion, again, SEI models to support English learner students. This allows schools to tailor services to different needs. For example, newcomer program supports newly arrived students by helping them adjust to their new educational environment. And in the pull-out model, students receive separate language instruction outside of their regular classrooms. The next one is the 2 hour model, which offers intensive language instruction for 2 hours per day. And then additionally, the 50-50 dual language immersion program, which provides instruction in both English and another language, which can be especially beneficial for bilingual families. And parents have the option to opt out of this model with a waiver. Moving on, English learner program eligibility in Arizona. This process for determining if a student qualifies for English learner services begins with the home language survey, which helps identify whether a language other than English is spoken at home. If the survey indicates another language, the student is then assessed with the AZELA test, or AZELLA test, which basically stands for, I guess, Arizona English Language Proficiency Assessment, which measures their proficiency in English. It also helps determine which English learner program will best support the student language development. Um, some accommodations to ensure um, sorry the moving a little bit too far, but the azela test is a critical tool in Arizona's el programs. It helps educators place students in the most appropriate program based on their English proficiency. Additionally, it is used to reassess students language skills annually to track their progress and decide when they are ready to exit the English learner program. This ensures that students receive the right level of support as they develop their language skills. Some Azela accommodation standard accommodations are available, but to ensure that the students are assessed fairly, Arizona offers several accommodations during the testing. These include extended time, which allows students to complete the assessment at their own pace, test transitions, which is available for certain languages and oral administration, which provides support for students who need assistance in reading the test. These accommodations ensure that EL students are given every opportunity to showcase their true language abilities. And so, moving on, parents and guardians of English learner students in Arizona have certain rights. They can refuse English learner services, and in some cases, opt out of assessments such as the Azela. It is important for educators to clearly communicate these rights to parents and ensure they are fully informed about the services their child is receiving. By keeping an open line of communication, schools can better support families in making informed decisions about their child's education, and which is really nice in my opinion. So basically, just going into conclusion of all of this, Arizona's English learner programs are designed to support English learners throughout structured immersion, appropriate assessments, and a focus on both academic and language development. As educators, it is essential to understand these components to help our English learner students succeed. And for more information, further resources, and professional development opportunities, please visit the Arizona Department of Education website, or you can explore additional training modules focused on English learner instructions. But I just want to thank you for your commitment to supporting English language learners in Arizona classrooms. And that will conclude my presentation. Thank you all.